Good morning. It is day 52 of Marcus and me. The sun has risen. My blanket is finished. My eyes, they're feeling kind of weird. But we're going to go read what Marcus has to say today. Today's meditation, the 52nd one with Marcus Aurelius, begins. You don't have to turn this into something. It doesn't have to upset you. Things can't shape our decisions by themselves. Interesting. You don't have to turn this into something. It doesn't have to upset you. Things can't shape our decisions by themselves. Interesting. Day 52 in Book 6 with Marcus. I'm thinking about this one because, we all have stuff that happens to us in life. We're all going to experience loss, heartache, disappointment. And that's just the way it is. And I kind of tried to say that at my grief group the other day. And it was kind of like they couldn't accept my stoicism as an answer to the things I was experiencing. And I feel like it expels a lot of energy to sit around and cry all the time about things that have happened to you or ruminate on them. And it prohibits you from moving forward in life. And what can you do next to solve the current this? As Marcus says, you don't have to turn this into something. And, my response was I could cry a river and tell you things that have happened to me that are actual horror stories that should be being watched this time of year. And most people would think it wasn't true. But, what good is that going to do me? It's not going to do me any good in my life. I'm trying to survive in these times. So, I don't know, maybe I'm made from tougher stock. I am sitting here in my Pops' chair, and my Pops was he was back when men were made like steel ships. And he taught me to be tough. Whether it be through death or heartache, physical problems, financial problems. My family everything was not a bed of roses. So when you're raised in that kind of environment, I wouldn't say I'm in survival mode. I would just say that's life mode. And you just keep going forward. So I really kind of like today's Marcus. Things can't shape our decisions by themselves. So the things that happen to you don't have to shape your decisions. You choose that. And as a wise child once told me at a center for children with issues, life's about choices. And so use your mentality. Step up to reality, I guess, as Frank said. Anyway, Marcus Aurelius, day 52. I'm hiding in the chair because that is my choice today. It's too cold out on the porch still to read. Had a further thought on today's meditation because Marcus Aurelius, we are reading paganistic works. So they had different gods than us. And I would say, let's revisit this. You don't have to turn this into something. It doesn't have to upset you. Things can't shape our decisions by themselves. As a Christian, to me, when I get in my own head space and my own will, I always think and bring myself down off my lofty steed and say, who am I to understand God's plan for my life? And, you know, what could be deemed as something bad or troubling that's happened, I know that my viewpoint of life is very myopic, very small, and God's viewpoint is very large and infinite over my life. So that gives me a greater peace with things that happen to me, even if I do struggle. And I may want to have my say. Yeah. Sometimes I have my say. Gotten better with that with age. May peace and the force of Marcus Aurelius' stoicism be with you. Especially in these days. And learn to laugh at life's adversities. I would say laughter is a good one too.